You ask me, why did they come? They used to hear that the streets in America were paved with gold. But they never lost their love for the old country.
The families who came over on the boats, had a real glue of sticking together. They all came from either the same village or the village around the mountain. I mean, you grow up in Lebanon, you go around one side of the mountain, there's another village.
He came to America and started with a bag of clothing and whatever else he could sell to people out in the rural areas. And he walked and peddled his goods.
Many of them continued to speak Arabic or spoke in halting English. My dad's generation were completely English speaking because they were not allowed to speak in Arabic. They really saw that you've got to dress like the people here and speak like the people. You can go to church you want to. You can have what kind of food you want at home. You can dance a dubki. But when you're out in public, you got to be seen as an American.
I think there was that little community of a few, and that was enough probably to sustain you despite everything. With success comes a lot of acceptance.
What Lebanese is to me, it really centers around my grandparents and what their values were and their faith and that sense of honor of being Lebanese and what the responsibility was for that. And then, yes, we definitely were Americans and we're Southern Americans.
We Lebanese, we got mixed in the population. I mean, you've got people that came here in the early 1900s. I mean, you hear their grandkids telling you, yeah, my grandfather was from Lebanon, but they melted in the pot real good, okay? Nowadays, it's not as necessary. In the old days, you had to.
We're not like the old immigrants who were born here, have their kids, their grandkids, and their great-grandkids, that they have a family already. Us, the newer immigrant, we are extended family to each other.
In '75, we began to see a massive wave of immigration. A lot of people left, among them myself.
We left the house supposedly for 2 hours, 3 hours. We didn't come back to it till about 8 years later. So that's what I remember, is running away from one village to another, hide here, hide there, get over here, there. And, that's how bad it was growing up.
You always went to school. School didn't stop really. So we would go under, sometimes some shelling and whatever was going on, and we just walk fast and go to school. And because some of the war was not really in where we are, and was like in faraway areas, so but you could hear it and you could tell maybe it's gonna come on us.
Despite all the hard time that we went through, the civil war, worrying all the time for the safety of my father and my family, the Israeli invasion, but I view it at the time, living outside Lebanon for me is like taking a fish out of the water. Really, that's how I saw it. But I don't know, it seems like that fish they managed to survive for a long time outside the water.
I guess, like Mom mentioned, it was sabr. I guess it was determination, was, and we did believe, we really truly believe that what we're doing was of a great contribution. I think what gave us the biggest boost in our business existence is when we were start to be discovered by the old Lebanese, the old comers, who they come and experience a true original flavor. And then the word got out, and that is when we start having people visiting from practically anywhere of the state, whether Wilmington or Asheville or anywhere. The word become that when you go to Raleigh, go to this little bakery and experience the food.